Hello everybody, I'm Jakub Zavřel. I'm working here as a front-end developer and I would like to tell you something about the practical usage of web animation. Because today it's not a problem to have a whole cartoon movie on your website if you really want to have it there. But it's not what we need in the websites for Metro, Western Road, RWE and stuff like that. We are focused on practical stuff. So, first and most important thing, we would like to animate SVG. What is SVG? It's scalable vector graphic. It's a code. Numbers in a code, and these numbers tell us what is the shape of the vector. As you can see, we can transform these numbers and with it transform whole image. And what is the big advantage of the SVG? No more jagged edges, as you probably know that from the Retina display on your iPhone or even the cheap Android, as I do have from China. So, but here is the problem. As usual, Firefox and the Chrome are fighting who is better in this question. The answer is they are both same good. The problem is with the guy in the blue eating the glue in the corner, which is Internet Explorer. Even the Edge version of Internet Explorer do not support what we really need, and that's the work with the path, with let's say single lines in that SVG. And that's kind of a problem for us web developers. So we need a support, and the support here is a JavaScript, our big friend. And because we do not want to start from scratch, it's really good to start using some libraries. At this presentation, I will have examples from the library Mode.js, and the logo is the motion for the web there. But the leader of the market today is, from my opinion, the GreenSock. GreenSock is very well known between the front-end web developers. So, what's the problem? And what the libraries and especially GreenSock solve? First, the most important, cross-browser support. You will see the animation in Internet Explorer 9, 11, 8, even 6, which is really awesome, but of course the JavaScript has to be turned on. As I said, these two guys are fighting, but you almost do not see it. But I have to say almost, because time to time you will see the differences between animations in different browsers, and we would like to have our web as consistent as possible, and that's what these libraries can offer us, the consistent animation. The really good part of using these libraries is that they are very fast. And you might be surprised, but the web animation is very hardware consuming stuff. Sorry for my English about this. And GreenSock is up to 20 times faster than jQuery, which jQuery is very good, but for animation, and especially of the big scale animation, it's not a very good choice. And GreenSock is supported by Google. Google recommend this library, and Google see the way how to do animations on web with these guys. What is the problem for us? Another one is that we are not able to animate separated property distinctly. No, we are not able to animate property distinctly, like rotation and the size of the element. There is small possibility to do it in keyframe animation, but that's very difficult and not user-friendly. But by using JavaScript library, that's gonna be nice and smooth. What's awesome, as I said, these libraries support some stuff even in old browsers, and for example, 3D transformation works in all modern browsers, including Internet Explorer, and the 2D transform are work up to Internet Explorer 6. A lot of these libraries offer us physics, because to create the real physics behavior in a browser, it's not so small problem, but we can of course use what is already predefined by someone else. Finally, examples. That's why we are here. So behind me you can see loaders. I think loaders are very important on the page because they are holding attention of someone, probably the visitor, while your server is very lazy. We know it from our sites time to time actually. So the bad loader, as you probably know from, let's say, Windows, the rotating wheel, it's able by some test, it's able to hold attention of visitor something like 5 or 10 seconds, but very good loaders like these, 30 seconds or even more, and that's a lot in the world of web, because we are talking about seconds for visitors. Another example is interaction with user. Users are, let's say, very common to interact. If you press something, you expect that you will feel the touch. That's not possible on the website. And I have a bit different example here. So imagine that this is a map of, let's say, stores, and you want to add your store there. So you want to add another pin there. Well, what do you think is going to happen if you add a pin somewhere here? Will you be 100% sure that it's added there? No, there is a lot of pins. So the solution is to highlight the action which was done by, let's say, interactive pin. I have two options here. First is directly in Google Map. Second is done by Node.js. Last but not least, social icons. Today is a world when the social stuff is very, very important, and a lot of people is interested in the social behavior, and we definitely should animate actions where it makes sense, like when change between active state and inactive state. Typically liking, favorite, upvote, something like that. Pros and cons. It's expensive. That's definitely not a pro, because it's time consuming for us. Second con, we need a guy who's gonna tell us how exactly it should look, because the animations which you have seen were done by someone, and many times by someone who is interested in standard cartoon animation or stuff like that. And the third, we are not super experienced with that, and definitely this is the field where we should improve ourselves a bit. Pro, it looks cool. It's cool. And the third stuff, people expect that. Definitely. Any small app which you today have on your phone has an animation, and people expect that even on websites like is Metro Cash and Carry and stuff like that. That's all. We have 1 minute to question and answer if you have any.
How the animations are made? It is simple, or you have some kind of AutoCAD or whatever?
As I said, it's based on SVG.
Yes, but how you made the animation? You draw the thumb and then transform it to some exploding.
That's why we would like to use JavaScript libraries. We will just say, this is the beginning state, this is the end state, and whatever between that, please do it for me in the time which I say. Thanks.